Hello, my beautiful collective singles. How are you? Elsie here to do your reading, and I'm not going to put a time or a date on it. I'm just going to let you find it when you do. Maybe you have the bell button pressed, maybe it called you in, or maybe you're just tripping upon it today. Either way, thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you so much, and if you would be willing to give me a thumbs up and exchange energy with me some way, whether that is in the comments or a thumbs up, then I would be happy to exchange energy with you. Just want to know that you're there. If I don't know that you're there, I can't read for you. Why would I? I'm going to be, what's on the forefront of my mind is the people who are communicating, that I can see their names or I can feel them there. Sometimes other energies will slip in, of course, but definitely not my focus. All right, here we go. This is for the singles. So this is an all signs reading, which means no, it's not time stamped, because these are not for individual energies. This is for the whole damn lot of you. Yep, for all of you. So put your intuitive hat on, keep track, buckle in, let's go, get your snacks. Tell me about the singles, please. Tell me about the singles. What do we need to know about the singles energy, please? Tell me about the singles energy. I'm using Moonology because we do have a full moon today, right? Or yesterday, I should say. Boy, that full moon's got me on the ropes, y'all. I think all I did was cry for the last 2 days. Jeez, it's been hard on my energy for sure. All right, here we go. We've got luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius, and I don't necessarily subscribe to luck, but I do know that Sagittarius is very much about, very much about the Disney ending, right? Very much about everything's going to work out. Don't worry about it. There's always a silver lining. Don't worry about that stuff. That feels like the energy that is here for you right now. Just don't worry about it so much. It's if it is luck is on your side. Abundance is on your side. We have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. And we have prosperity lies ahead. I like it. A new start is coming. Woo! Yay! I like it. No, we're just going to pull that out right there. But I'm going to grab one card for the future energy to go along with that one. Future energy. Tell me what's going on in the future for Taurus. Not Taurus, for. I just did the Taurus reading. For the collective, please. And Taurus is right here. So, yeah, sorry about that. For the collective. So I'm going to say that we do have Taurus energy, Sagittarian energy, and we have a new moon. We do have all kinds of stuff going on this month. It's a busy month in terms of astrology. So we have a free message. Card number 39. That's a 12. A new beginning is coming, and the 12 is the Piscean energy. I think that you know it already. You know that there is going to be a message that is going to be arriving, and it's going to talk about this new start. This new beginning, I feel, is very prosperous. I feel like it's something that you've been hoping for, manifesting. I feel like there's going to be some sort of a message that comes as it pertains to the new start that you've been hoping for. I think that you've been trying to keep your mood up, right? Sagittarian energy is like you don't take Sagittarius to the party. Sagittarius is the party. I feel like you're trying to keep yourself like on a higher vibration with keeping yourself moving, dancing, singing. Sagittarius is very psychic. Maybe you're throwing cards for yourself. That's what it feels like. Your commitment is being tested of the self, I think. Prosperity lies ahead. It almost feels like there's going to be a decision that you have to make. We've got help and freedom. Feels like there's some help coming. Now, I'm not to say that you need help, but it feels like there is someone or a job, right, that's coming to help. It's going to add to your abundance or prosperity. It could be money, for sure. It could be passion. A new start is coming. Just listening. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. Let's get some tarot on it though. Let's figure out what's going on. What are we using for tarot? Okay, let's do that. Tell me about the collective singles, please. Tell me about the collective singles. All right. Got the Four of Wands. Luck is on your side. I feel like you've always been positive about this Four of Wands situation. Like it feels as though, there and there. There's one more. Hang on. There. Your commitment is being tested. I feel like someone's going to test you, is what I think. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It might be someone that you were in a connection with in the past, because the Queen of Swords has her back to the Four of Wands. That's how I'm feeling that energy. It's almost like I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm not going to speak with you about that. It doesn't deserve my attention. That's what the energy it's giving me here. Your commitment is being tested. I think your commitment to yourself is being tested, collective. Your commitment to self. Look, I feel like you've grown a lot up to here. What I want to say is that the Queen of Swords is here. And to me, maybe for me, or to me, my perception is that the Queen of Swords is one of the hardest queens to know or to harness the energy of, because a lot of people think that when they just say rude and mean things and tear down people's character to other people, they think that's the Queen of Swords, and that's not who she is at all. She is a queen because she has status, because she understands herself. I say she because, of course, we're looking at a queen and we're looking at a feminine on the card, but please understand that every feminine also has masculine, so it's feminine or masculine energies we're talking about. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is the hardest one to master. And I feel as though you've mastered it. Like it feels as though you have mastered the Queen of Swords. And it isn't really until you master the Queen of Swords that you really stop letting people take advantage of you. Once you get it, you're aware. We've got Violet, which is the third eye, awareness. Once you get it and you're aware that you're being tested, you go at it differently because you learn to be the Queen of Swords, the person who is very honest and factual. This person doesn't want to be mean. This person isn't someone who really is mean-spirited. They're just someone who's honest. But in a world of fake everything, we don't value honesty. And I feel like you have harnessed the Queen of Swords just in time, because I feel like your commitment to yourself is about to be tested here. Prosperity lies ahead. Now, prosperity lies ahead has come up with the Eight of Cups. I want to say that you have walked away from a situation, whether it's a job or a mortgage or a person. I feel as though you left the situation because you realized your worth. You realize, like, this is Pentacles, right? Taurus, it's Pentacles, it's money, it's Midas touch, it's calling things in its manifestation and stability. So I feel like your commitment to yourself as it pertains to your stability, I feel like you were being tested in this situation. Like, are you going to walk away from it or are you not? Have you finally seen your worth, collective? I think you have. I'm going to say, because the Eight of Cups tells me that you walked away from something back here because you knew that there was prosperity that lied ahead. The Six of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. You've been waiting for the ship to come in, for the ships to come in, reciprocity, right? You've been waiting for reciprocity from someone, and I think that you're going to get it. I do, because the Six of Pentacles is here, and although it's someone like who's pouring into you and you're pouring into them, it could very well be that this person has a very busy life, or that they're, maybe they are someone who has children, and, it feels like you're not getting all of their attention. But I want to say that there is a new start coming here. Now, we have a new moon here, so it could be by the next new moon. The ships that are coming in is reciprocity. That is the new beginning because of this new message here, this free message here. It's card number 39. So it feels like you've known that this was coming, but it also feels like you've kind of put it on the back burner thinking, okay, well, I really want that to come in, but I don't know if it is. I think it's here, that thing. Yeah. Somebody who's come to tell you the truth about something. Someone who, I think this person is going to tell you that they feel that there is competition for you. This person is going to be honest when they send this message. They think that you're dating other people, and maybe you are. Yeah, there's communication. 8 Wands. This person wants reciprocity. They want a new beginning, and they want to be honest with you. They want to be honest with you. I think that you're dating other people, and I'm wondering if you're even ready to settle down. Can I take you out? Can we talk about that? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 2 of Cups, right? So I feel like this person has great regret. I feel like maybe they cut out on you because they thought that other people had their eye on you. And the thing is this, right? You can't control someone else's jealousy. And that's the truth. And some people just may cut out if they think that there's any kind of competition. Some people can't handle it, right? Not confident enough in themselves to stand their ground. So I feel like somebody is coming toward you, collective. The 7 of Swords tells me that something's being revealed to you here. Someone is revealing that they felt as though they were in competition with other people as it pertains to taking you out or maybe romancing you. And that might be why they cut out. All right, let's clarify just a little bit more. So luck is on your side. You know what I want to say? I want to say that whatever it was, collective, that you just walked away from, but I think that you're here and single because maybe you're kind of fresh out of something. Maybe you lived with someone, or maybe you were thinking about maybe that there would be more here. Maybe there would be marriage. It feels as though luck is on your side because rejection is protection. I feel like your commitment to yourself was being tested. And the new moon in Sagittarius tells me that you had enough psychic energy to realize that this 4 of Wands may not have been something that would work out for you. Now, I think while you remained positive or optimistic about it, I feel like you understood that this probably was not going to be for you. Now, let's clarify just a little bit to find out what happened here, because it feels like for some reason you turn your back on someone who you see as not being truthful or honest or transparent with you. And that might be why the 7 of Swords is showing up here, right? Because it's someone who was previously hiding something, and I think you knew it. Yeah, see, the moon is here. So I think that maybe you were in some sort of a relationship, or maybe thinking about getting into a relationship with with somebody here. But I feel like the luck that's on your side, yeah, I feel as though the luck that's on your side, it's almost as if you realize that you have your confidence and you can carry on by yourself, that you really didn't need anybody here. Luck is on your side. That you don't need this relationship. And I'm not saying you don't need one, okay? I'm not saying that you need to spend the rest of your life alone. I'm saying that right now, I don't feel like is a time when you're willing to compromise, because that's what it takes to be in a relationship. It's about compromise, and it's about, finding the yin and the yang, like the good balance. And I want to say, in the Queen of Swords energy, I don't think you're there right now. I think where you are is your commitment to yourself, and you're like, my commitment to myself is being tested. If you're going to try and take up my time rather than add something to my life, then I don't got time for you. I'm going to walk away. There's got to be better stuff out there. Yeah. I think that you have a lot of passion for someone here, though, but I don't think that you trust them, because the Ace of Wands is here and the Four of Wands, which is 5. That's indecision. That's right over here. I don't think you two trust each other. You don't know if there's an Ace of Wands in the Moon energy, right? It feels like luck is on your side. New Moon energy finds you single. That's what it feels like. Finds you single, or confident enough to be single. I think you turned your back on something back there, because I don't think you trusted it, because this was testing your commitment to yourself. And I think you decided, instead of falling back into this, what was in the past, you decided to queen up. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just disconnect and walk away and find out whatever else is out there, because I'm looking for my 2 cups. There they are. I think you end up finding them. What's the prosperity that lies ahead? I feel like the person that we're talking about here, the one that is coming to you to be honest about you, the message that's coming, I feel like you are going to be very honest with this person and say, you know what, I don't know that you're my wish fulfillment. You're going to need to make me feel like I am your wish fulfillment. I'm feeling like I'm the Queen of Wands or Queen of Swords right now. Like you're going to have to prove it to me. Yeah. Because I know that there's better things out there. Why? Because I'm the Queen of Swords. I know that there's better things out there for me, because I am liberated, and I do ask for what I want, and I say what I need to say. And if that's not something you're comfortable with, then you're free to go. Two Swords, it's a decision. So I feel like whatever's coming up in the future for you here, it could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We are talking about swords here. But I feel like whatever's coming up here, that it feels like there is going to be some sort of communication, right? That's coming here. The Ace of Swords is saying so. But you know what I think? I feel like you're really putting this person through the gears. I think that you're done. Like your bullshit meter's full. I think that you're done dealing with people who are just going to take you for granted. But the thing is, you had to realize your worth, whether you're feminine or masculine. You have to realize your worth. You can't be scared. You cannot be scared for people to disconnect from you, because you are being authentic. And this is not someone who's mean. People think sometimes, Swords, I can say what I want. Well, there's consequences to your actions and to your words. And the Queen of Swords is someone who's intelligent enough to know how to use the words in order to make them work in her favor. And so as not to offend, but really just to bring out the facts and the transparency and the clarity about what it is that we need to talk about. So I don't think that you're supposed to step off that hill. I think that you need to, for now, keep working at the Queen of Swords, keep finding opportunities to speak up, because I think the next person, this person that comes into your life, you're going to grill them. Yep, you are. The Queen of Swords is here. Look, I don't know if you're my wish fulfillment. If you want to know if you're my wish fulfillment, then show me that you're prosperous. Show me that you're dedicated to me. Show me that you're solid. Show me that you're dependable. Show it to me. Because the Queen isn't going to be taken again. I don't know if this is what I want. I don't know if you're what I want. Let's talk about it then. I feel like if we're talking about this person being this person here, I think that this person is going to be completely honest with you as well. And that they thought that you were seeing other people or had other people in the DMs. And so they just checked out rather than saying anything to you about it. I think they just checked out. But this new beginning is coming here. I think for some of you that the new start is very, very close. For others of you, it could be 2 months. I see cups as months. We got 5 cups here, so it could be 5 months. But I feel like swords, for me, the swords are days. So for some of you, it's going to be just around the corner. That this is a conversation that you're going to have. But I think that when you reach the Queen of Swords energy, that you're already so competent in your own mind that you couldn't give two shits if people didn't come back. Yep, I'm good in my energy. Like, if this is my stance, this is who I am authentically, and if that makes you uncomfortable, then feel free to walk away. I don't think you're being apologetic anymore. You know that there's no plan. Earth ends with us all dead. Y'all, you got one life, and I think this is what you're doing. Someone's sliding into home with mud and blood on their face saying, yeah. Yeah, I think you're just going to be honest, and by a process of elimination, I feel like you find somebody. Yeah, someone who maybe shows you a little bit of affection on the surface. This person, I feel, is been disconnected from you. It feels like this energy here. This person has been disconnected from you here. They've not been giving you reciprocity, and they aren't feeling the divine connection to you. It's time for change, fated change, and I think that they're feeling the wheel as well. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, the planet of Jupiter, abundance, and Jupiter is right now in Taurus. So we could be talking about a fixed sign, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or Scorpio. So we could be talking Taurus, yeah. So I feel like this thing is coming up here, but I feel like this might be something different. Well, no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not, because somebody here is worried that they've been disconnected from you. So it does feel like the same energy here. Somebody's popping up in message here. This person's popping up in message. They're going to ask you out. They're going to tell you they're regretful that they haven't been taking action with you and that they've been sort of holding back a little bit. But I feel like what's coming in is reciprocity. You're going to have somebody come into your life that is actually going to treat you in the way that you should be treated. Let's see who we're talking about. Give me some details here. Who are we talking about? Tell us the situation, maybe some signs. What's this? This person, or you, maybe, very confident. Oh, yes, confident. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I just about missed that. So it is somebody who is quite confident, who is single. Good. Don't want to have to worry about that, right? Ooh, some of you, it might be a twin or a deep soul connector. Oh, that's why this person's coming back. For some of you, it could be that. Because it feels like there is a message with a new start coming. Now, I'm just going to say, I was going to say that it's going to be a new start until I saw the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And it feels like somebody's calling you to tell you the truth, or to finally be honest with you about why they've been holding back their energy. And I think it's because they're slipping into love with you and it terrified them. We've got Cancer. We've got someone new. It's a new energy. You see what I mean? I can't necessarily decide if they're new or if it's someone coming back. It might be both. For some of you, it is someone who's coming back. And if it's the person that's coming back, I feel like this person is giving you twinned energy. I want to say be careful with that, because you really need to do your research to figure out what that really means. Because just because somebody is trauma bonded to you because you went through the same trials in your lifestyle, maybe it's a path that you chose that's brought you together because you both are having a hard time on the path. Careful of that. But be careful with the twin flame energy, because it's so incredibly rare to have one. Everybody thinks they have one, and it's not necessarily true. But it could be a deep soul connection as well, understand? Someone who feels like a twin. So I feel like someone is going to courageously step forward. If you're the one of the people who is someone who's coming back, then I think that you're going to, this person is coming to you to be very honest with you about their feelings. They've been in regret of being away from you. I think you need to be courageous. For some of you, there also is a new energy here, right? And that person you might meet within this next 6 months. That person could be Capricorn, maybe has water in the chart. I want to say that you're going to have to be courageous either way. You're at the fork in the road. And regardless of what path you pick, left or right, it's like you're going to have to be courageous. This is not easy. If it is a true twin flame energy, it's not an easy thing. It goes apart, it breaks, it mends itself. It breaks, it mends itself. That's the way it goes. For some of you, there is a new energy coming in that is quite courageous. So for me, courage is the sun, which is Leo, but it's also Aries. It's also anybody who does anything outside of their comfort zone, like maybe the emperor or the empress. But doesn't have to be. You could be someone who is this courageous water sign who has an intuitive notion that the person that you meet after doing your research does meet the criteria of twin flame energy. Yeah, do your research. If you're the person that believes, and not everybody does, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree on that. But if you're the person who does have that doctrine, then you might want to do your research, because I feel like you are coming across a twin, possibly in the new moon. Find out when the new moon is, and if you put it in the comments, I'll pin it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. Always. Bye-bye.